A butcher friend taught me the best way to cook pork. To start with my recipe, I'm going to use about 4 pounds of pork. I'm using this part which comes from the pork leg. Here we're going to cut, and I'll show you step by step how I do it. We're going to cut the meat into small, bite-sized pieces. This way of preparing pork is truly amazing, very flavorful. I've already cut all the meat. Now, as I cut the last pieces, I place them directly in the skillet. That way, when I finish cutting, I can already start cooking without wasting time. I added a little oil to my large skillet. The result of this recipe is going to blow your mind. It turns out incredible. Now I turn on the heat to start browning the meat. You just have to let the meat start frying well. Let's continue with our recipe while it browns. I like the meat to be nicely browned, with a crispy texture on the outside. And look at this meat. What a beautiful color. It looks delicious. It really makes you hungry just by looking at it. I place the meat in a large bowl. And here, in the same skillet where I fried the meat, I'm going to add 1 onion, sliced. I'm also adding 3 cloves of garlic, chopped, and turning the heat back on. Let's saute this onion and garlic until they're nice and soft. We keep going with our recipe, blending all the flavors together. Now I'm going to add the meat back into the skillet. I bring all the cooked meat and mix it with the onion and garlic. We mix everything, so the flavors start to come together. You could have seasoned it earlier, but I prefer to do it now for a deeper flavor. At this point, I'm going to add all the seasonings for a richer taste. I've already mixed the meat well with the onion base. Now I'm adding 1 tablespoon of sugar, and I stir so the sugar dissolves completely. This way, the sugar blends in and enhances the meat's flavor. The sugar is now fully dissolved. Now I add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and also 1 tablespoon of honey, which gives it a special and delicious touch. It's a key ingredient that you just can't leave out of this recipe. And 1 tablespoon of barbecue sauce to complete the flavor. I've added all the ingredients and mixed them thoroughly. Let's mix a little more so everything is fully combined. And I add some fresh chives to finish it off. I'm using chopped chives, which bring freshness. If you don't like chives, you can use parsley. You can also use cilantro, which gives it an amazing flavor. And with that, we turn off the heat for good. Now I'm going to serve this flavorful meat. I place a generous portion on the plate. This recipe is simply delicious. You're going to love it. And with that, it's done. Our recipe is complete.